You're listening to a Rev FM production podcast. Welcome to Pastors Live, the show that discusses things of the Bible and current events for people who love to laugh. And now, the hosts who answer questions with more questions. It's Pastors Dave, Ty, Shane, and the other guy.
Hey everybody, it's Pastors Live, and it is, what's the date? Oh, it's November 14th
It is
of 2024, and of course, if you live in Southeast Idaho, we had our first snow.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy your first snow?
It was a significant snow too.
Yeah, it was like,
it was.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, I was I saw that on my phone it was going to snow a little bit. Oh, okay, it's going to snow for an hour and a half or two or whatever,
Yeah.
And it kept coming until we had, what did we end up with, 2 inches?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not still there for the most part, but
we got
had like
warm
2
again.
inches of snow?
Yeah, I had to shovel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
shovel
crazy.
driveway, so, yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, got some snow.
Pretty significant for the first snow.
Yeah, it was actually, but it was that warm, heavy snow too.
Yes.
That was it
Yeah.
really was
Wet.
But hey, I hope
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was.
are getting ready for the season coming up. We've got the holiday seasons are upon us.
They are.
And I just want to share with you guys. First of all, we have the night of thanks and giving coming up on November 20th.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
And so let's talk a little bit about that and what that is right after I introduce everybody that's in the studio. We've got Gary Austin, the voice of the Valley, the man, the myth, the legend.
Pastors?
Hey, Gary, God bless you, buddy.
Gary, we're
bless you
thankful
guys.
for you, man. We really are. Thanks for everything you do.
Thankful
we
for
know
you
it's a
guys.
lot of effort to put these together and of course, remove all our mistakes. To make us sound good.
No, you guys are good.
And we've got Pastor Steve here today.
Howdy.
Hey, Steve, how you
Stevie.
doing, man?
Doing good.
Hey, by the way, that was a great job of just like leading worship without anything in front of you. That was awesome, dude.
That's true.
That was really good, man. That was awesome. Just wanted to say that was sweet, dude. That was
It was
awesome.
noticed.
Yeah, it was really
nice.
good, man. Yeah,
Cool,
it was really
cool.
nice. Yeah, so it was really good. And then we've got Pastor Dave here
God
today.
bless you
Hi,
guys.
Dave.
How are you?
And our brother Pastor Shane is he's not feeling great, so be praying for him, and hopefully he'll be back here in a few days, and we'll get.
Thank you, Shane, for not spreading the wealth.
Yeah, we really appreciate you
Don't need
staying
that
home
right
when
now.
you're sick.
No, we don't need that. You're right.
By the way, the other day I was out, and you guys remember this whole program started because of COVID.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, people were like, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, wait, I should stay home when I'm sick, right? Because Dave, you and I grew up in a different generation.
Right.
Unless you were on your deathbed, you went to work.
Yeah.
Calling in sick to work was not something we did normally.
No, back in our day, I mean, it was pretty common for people to have the attitude, if you're sick, you should at least die. They should be able to prove that you were making your way to the front door to go to work.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Right? If
yes.
you die at home, they should be able to prove that you were trying to get out of the house. The idea of staying in the house, isolating yourself, washing everything was come on.
Right. Yeah. You just
There's
didn't
work
do
to be
that.
done.
Right. Yeah. There's work to do. But I found it interesting the other day. I was out, and somebody was behind the counter, and they were just hacking and coughing and sneezing, and I'm like, we live in a different world now. I don't think that's necessarily as appropriate as it used to be.
No.
However, I would like to point out that the entire world has learned how to wash its hands, but still can't use a blinker. So I just it's like
In fairness,
in fairness,
have you seen the price of blinker fluid?
you know what? It has gone
oh,
up. Blinker fluid has gone
It's
up.
almost unaffordable.
And by the way, you know what? You need to it's getting colder outside, so you need to go make sure you check your blinker fluid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you don't
Change
want
the air in your tires.
Yep, and you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to have blinker fluid problems in the middle of winter.
Gotta get fresh air.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, and
The right
it's
fluid
cold
is
right
always
now.
worse than the left.
That's absolutely.
Oh, 100%.
Hey, can I make a quick announcement? I want to make a quick announcement
Yes.
if you guys don't mind.
Yeah.
On Tuesday night, our good friend, Pastor Steve over here,
Yes.
finally broke through the wall, and you are no longer ignorant to Princess Bride.
That's exactly
What?
Did you memorize all of the Steve came over, we had some pizza, and what you brought coffee in your Buc-ee's cup again.
No, I brought water.
Oh, was it water?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anyhow, but we had some pizza and we watched Princess Bride. You now know who Princess Buttercup is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Who was your favorite character in the movie?
I don't know. That was hard to say. Of course, you can't not like Andre the Giant.
Right, there you go. Andre the Giant.
Yes.
You were like, wait, Peter Falk is in this movie?
Yeah, exactly.
Columbo.
Columbo.
Is
I like
grandpa.
him too.
Yeah.
And a young Savage.
Yeah. What's his name? Savage? Not Peter Savage.
No.
Whatever it is. Anyway, yeah. That was like one of his first movies or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
Young-
Anyway,
young
so we
dude.
can now tease all together with young Steve here. He's a big boy now.
It was really inconceivable. It really was.
There it is. There it is. He's in the club.
Yeah, he's in. He's
Yeah,
all
I'm in
in.
now.
Are you going to show your family now? Your
I
wife
think so,
and daughter?
yeah. I think
Okay.
Jen's seen it, but it's
Oh,
been
has she? Okay,
probably
but
a long
Lauren
time
has
ago.
not.
No.
Well, it's about time you fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had to.
do so.
Yeah, years ago we started realizing there were, we were watching our boys. We're homeschooling and doing all that stuff. And of course, we did a lot of church work, with the family. And one day we were noticing they were missing social cues, and not because they were not able to function socially. They just didn't understand the colloquial language
Right.
that has come from movies in our space.
Right.
Because we keep doing those things, and we keep adding into our space things from movies, and we use them all the time. So it's
Fred
really
Savage.
interesting.
Yeah, Fred.
Oh, Fred Savage, right?
But yeah,
Okay.
we do the same thing in our home. You quote movie lines or you say something, and other generations look at you like, "What on earth are you talking about?"
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
you know.
just
But if your kids
inconceivable.
haven't seen some of the movies you saw in your youth, yeah,
Right, exactly. Yeah.
mom and dad say something, and you may as well be speaking German. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Right.
or a really, like, I'll be back. It's like,
Right.
an really
They're like,
bad
what are you,
Austrian.
what? Where are you going?
Yeah, exactly. Well, 100%. But so let's talk about the Night of Thanks and Giving that's coming up, because that's going to be a wonderful opportunity for folks to come and be involved. That is also Operation Christmas Child Collection Week, which is the 18th through the 25th for us. And if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to the office and get a hold of Pastor Shane. But the Night of Thanks and Giving is the week before the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Did I say that right?
sure, that works.
I haven't had all my coffee yet. I just want to
The
make sure.
27th is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We're
Correct.
having our night of thanks and giving on the 20th, the week
That's
before.
right. The week
you
before,
said it right?
Yeah.
You got
Okay.
it.
Yeah. And it's it's kind of it's a dessert potluck. Bring something sweet, a sweet treat to share, and then we're also encouraging people to bring something to put in an OCC shoebox, just a pair of socks, a toothbrush, something, and we're going to pack some shoe boxes and have a little bit of worship, and maybe a little bit of a time of just. Maybe just sharing a little bit with one another, and we're really kind of excited about that.
Right.
And so you're invited to come and join us for that. We really do invite the Water Springs Church family, but if you're not part of our family, you just want to come hang out, you're also welcome to do that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys seen the Mountain O boxes in the
Oh my
lobby?
goodness.
There's currently over 500 shoe boxes.
Yeah, I saw that.
in the lobby.
Looks
So
so
we're
cool.
1/3 of the way to our goal of 1,500. But here's the cool thing: Shane had 1,500 boxes to go out. All 1,500 boxes. We have no more shoe boxes to give away.
Right.
So if everybody who has taken a shoe box brings
Fills a
back
shoebox.
said shoe box, we'll hit our goal of 1,500.
What are we
Wow.
going to wait a minute? If we're out of shoe boxes, what are we going to pack?
He
on?
has set aside the shoe boxes for that night.
Oh, got it.
But he
Okay.
had 1,500 to give away.
Oh, got it. Okay,
Right.
yeah, all right. Yeah,
So
that's good.
We're gonna hopefully smash that goal. And here's the thing: you can still go to your local stores, your local markets, and buy a shoebox size plastic box with a lid. They don't have to be the red and white cardboard shoe boxes.
Yeah, they can be the
from
Tupperware.
most- That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's what like the Tupperware shoe boxes or shoebox size containers.
Yeah, and those are we've used those before as
they're
well.
like $1 or whatever.
Yeah, I remember when we were in salmon doing OCC and salmon, and people would come with boot boxes.
Yeah.
And we're like, we were like, how
This is cool. We can break that
cool.
down into 2.
Oh yeah, we're like we're not totally sure what we're gonna do with that. But the night of Thanksgiving, and so what we're doing is we're coming in and we're giving to the Operation Christmas Child. We're giving to one another in fellowship. We're gonna spend time loving God together, loving one another, and then doing outreach together. So we're really going to be doing Jesus, community, and mission kind of all at the same time. And so that's where we're hoping the church will come out and just hang out on that Wednesday night. And I think it's also the last night of Awana before Christmas break as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
and also, aren't they doing the drawing?
Before Thanksgiving break.
Before Thanksgiving break. Aren't they? Sorry, I'm ahead in my brain because I'm studying. Are they? They're doing the rifle giveaway. Awana's doing the rifle giveaway that night too.
Well, a raffle, not a giveaway. It's
a
raffle.
Raffle,
Yes,
raffle.
sir.
Not
Yes,
a giveaway,
sir.
a raffle.
And,
Sorry. Yep.
Nobody else should buy tickets for that.
Right.
Because I bought 4 and they're in the bucket, and anybody buys more tickets, you bless Awana, but you also take away my chances of winning.
Right. I've already.
Obviously, Tammy Garnier right now is going, no, don't say that, you idiot.
That's right.
Yeah. No, buy all the raffle tickets
Buy
you want.
all the raffle tickets,
Yeah.
please. Support our Awana.
We have discovered, though.
Did you get?
Yep, I did.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to surpass you, so.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
I gotta lessen your chances.
I'll go get some more. I'll do something, get a few bucks more.
See, that's a way to push the ticket sales.
Well, I think is it $10 per ticket,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, there you go. So, Gary, have you gotten yours in there yet?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's a nice little hunting rifle.
It is a nice hunting rifle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. No, and I don't have a hunting rifle, so
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't.
Ever?
I have one. I've never shot it.
Not anymore. Well, okay, no, I take that back. I do, but it's not one I would necessarily take hunting now in the world that we live in.
Okay.
So it's not a machine gun. I want to clarify. Just want to clarify. No, it's
Yes,
it's
Pastor
an old,
Ty goes
no,
hunting
it's
with
an
a Tommy
old-
gun.
No, it's not. No,
He'll get it. He'll definitely get one.
So
He'll get something.
Yeah,
so
but
the
there won't be no
hunting-
meat left. But,
Yeah, some of the hunting.
here's the head.
Lori's like, honey, did you get anything? Did you fill your tag? I sure did.
Well, I got
Where's the meat? Oh, no, I destroyed it.
I got the horns. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
got the antler.
yeah.
Getting
So
the antlers.
So I want to clarify, I'm not hunting with a howitzer either.
Yeah, right.
I was like,
An RPG.
Yes. Yeah.
Incoming!
There are rules in the state of Idaho
Yeah, there is.
that we actually
We love Idaho because there's not that many rules, but there are some good rules.
Yeah. I guess you know what? If I remember correctly, you can't hunt with a 50 caliber.
There
rifle.
you go, right?
And I think the reason for
I
that.
don't think you'd want to.
Well, no, the reason for that, I think guys were actually hunting with them.
Really?
But they
Man,
were hunting
you'd
at such a
blow
great
it apart.
distance, they didn't realize how far away the game was and how hard it was to get out.
Yeah, there you go.
I
There's that.
had a fishing game
Put a nice
officer
big
tell me
hole
that's
in it,
why
too,
we don't
with that.
do that
Yeah.
anymore. You know,
That's funny.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you know, it is.
Well,
by
and
the
you
way,
don't want it just lying there. I mean, obviously, that's
Yeah.
the cool thing about Idaho. You know, I have family members that kind of have these little remarks about Idaho, and I'm like, you have no idea about the not only conservatism but conservationism.
Conservation, yeah.
And Idahoans take very seriously their hunting and their fishing. All of the great outdoors,
responsibility.
but the responsibility that goes with it.
right? We take poaching very seriously.
Ooh.
We take leaving an animal very seriously.
Oh.
You know, you don't.
Yeah.
You want to
Bad,
do
bad,
what's
bad.
right. And so we want to harvest responsibly and all those things. That's why.
Yeah.
No, the rifles I have are, and the what I would have as hunting rifles are old enough now that I don't know if they're more antique now, and they've been passed down. So I don't know if I'd want to take them out there. They still work and they still very functional because you got to keep them functional. But I'm not sure I'd want to go out and do that. I think if I went hunting again, I'd want to have a newer rifle with some new tech on it. And that particular rifle's got a nice scope on it, by the way, too. So I thought that was pretty good. So.
You know who you might just have to take a look at is Bill Stoddard, our own Bill Stoddard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite. Do you know his story? He's got a history with shooting and.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's very knowledgeable, very gifted, very award winning shooter.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, my brother was.
I'll probably get in trouble for saying that. Bill's going to get on me now, but he's helped me with some stuff.
Yeah, my dad was he did silhouette shooting and trap shooting, and my brother and my dad both were amazing.
Well, your brother has to. I mean, he's law enforcement.
He has to still.
Kind of has to have some skills.
Yeah, he's still got to have some skills. But he took those skills in the Marine Corps too. So, but we've got a couple things that we want to talk about. Obviously, Night of Thanksgiving coming up, but it is important to note that today is National American Teddy Bear Day. And it's also seatbelt day, so you want to wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
But when it comes
and if you have your teddy bear with you when you're going somewhere, make sure he has his seatbelt on.
That's right. And make sure your teddy bear has his Bible, because we want to be in the Bible and be reading the Bible. Today we have some great readings. We are in in the Psalm 19 in the acrostic. But we also find ourselves today in I got lost. I was there in Proverbs. We're 28:23, and I've often found this one interesting, and as a leader, I find this one interesting. He who rebukes a man will find more favor afterward than he who flatters with his tongue. And I think that if you're an employee and you're corrected, don't take it as an affront to who you are. Just realize you're being instructed and helped, and but really a lot of times when you go up and you give someone correction, they may not like it at the time, and it's kind of like where Hebrews chapter 12, where it says no chastening is pleasant, but it yields a peaceable fruit of righteousness. I think there's a point where we need correction, we need instruction, but when we're just flattering, oh yeah, it's great, no, you're doing fine, you're doing wonderful. Dave, you as a coach, and just think about the baseball analogy, because you have a baseball analogy for everything. If you think about, hey, you're doing great, hey son, yeah, you're doing fine, but they're not doing fine. That's a problem. You actually need to correct and bring instruction, and that's kind of what the Proverbs is saying. Look, it's going to be better for the relationship in the long run if you are straight up than if you're just like, oh no, you're doing great, it's wonderful, I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Well, yeah, and I think Steve, you and I would both say that on occasion you rebuke an umpire.
Maybe.
Maybe
I've done that once.
The interesting thing about
are you still allowed to do that? Because they changed so many rules.
We didn't say we were allowed to. Just said that's what you do.
Yeah, that's not an allowed.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When you're the guy in the dugout and you try to throw your voice like a ventriloquist to say something like, "Gee, Blue, you're missing a really great game."
Yeah. You need to check your glasses. You need some glasses.
Yeah. I remember.
They don't like that too much.
My brother and I were coaching, and it was a hot August day. And the base umpire did not show up, so the poor guy behind the plate was doing the whole game, right? And the hard part was, again, it was a real hot August day, Southern California, just nasty, and this guy was having a really, really rough day, and we were winning, we were undefeated, and we just felt bad because his bad calls were very often going our way, but they were bad calls, and that's not how you want to win, right? And so my brother blurted out, "Come on, Blue, you're missing a really great game," And the guy took his mask off and he said, "Coach, I've had just about enough of you." And my brother went out there, time, Blue, and he went out to talk to the guy. And he says, "Blue, come on, you're killing us here." And he says, "Coach, you're winning." He goes, "Yeah, that's not how we want to win." And he told my brother, he says, "Hey, it's hard being out here on a hot day." And my brother, who is not the king of tax, said, "If it was easy, our wives would do it." Oh. Now, everybody in the stands is going, and I went out there and said, "Hey, bro, we got to go home with our wives. You want to take it easy?" You know what I mean? So there's a way to rebuke somebody that it will be heard and appreciated.
Yeah.
And there's a way not to rebuke where it's, becomes personal. You're a turkey, you're blind, you don't know what you're doing, or can't you pay attention, whatever it is, when it becomes personal. And so I love this proverb, right? That He says I'm in the wrong one. That's tomorrow's. He that rebukes a man afterward shall find more favor than he that flatters with the tongue. So you don't want to just flatter the guy or the person, whoever it might be, but at the same time, you don't want to rebuke where you're breaking the spirit. Because when you break the spirit, I guess it comes down to this.
Yep.
When you rebuke somebody, remember that they are an image bearer of God.
That's right.
And that God loves them a whole lot more than you do. And I think that would temper my rebuke. Like, for instance, my buddy Steve over here, going all these years without seeing The Princess Bride. Sure. And I knew that needed to change, but what did I do? I didn't just say, what kind of a jerk are you? I said, hey, would you like to come over to my house?
Well, you ignored me for a while. So.
Well, I did, and then I repented and invited you over for pizza and a movie night.
That's right.
But that's a dumb example. But the point is, right, when you rebuke somebody, you rebuke them remembering that they are made in the image of God.
And you know what? Remembering that you are made in the image of God and held account for every word that you say, especially an idle word.
Right.
And
how did he rebuke my sin? He died for it.
He died for it. That's right.
Wow.
So it's really important. Hey, listen, guys, you're loved, your family. We're out of time for today. We'd love to hear from you. Pastors Live at therev.fm. Pastors Live at therev.fm. Hey, don't forget to buckle up your teddy bear today. Hey, we'll talk to you later. God bless you.
You've reached the end of another episode of Pastors Live, a Rev FM production podcast. Thank you for listening. Submit your questions and comments by email to pastorslive@therev.fm. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on social media, or leave a rating and review from your favorite podcast listening platform. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon so you don't miss the next episode drop.